third method, that is two char method, two char methods. These methods are very very important. Mostly we have the 10 methods. 10 methods we will discuss now, and everyone go through the 10 methods. You should do the assignments. You can share in the groups also. If you got stuck somewhere, like you can ask. So we will clear the 10 methods today only. Okay. Till now we completed three methods. First one is the length method. Length method is used to find out the characters. How many characters are present in the string. With the help of a length method, we can find out the characters. Second method is the concatenation. Concat method. Concat method is used to combine the two values. Next, third one is the two char method. Two char array method. It is used to convert the string values to array. Okay. Um, the fourth method, we have the string caret. Caret method. It is used to find out the like a character's index position. I will show you in the programmatically. Yeah, exactly. I will show you in the programmatically. For example, for example, you can observe here. Search is the value group of characters in the array. Like the values are stored, or the values are written in the form of arrays. Beauty is the index positions. Based on the index positions, you can able to store the values. You can able to retrieve the values. In the string also, the values will be stored in the based on the index position only. If you observe, S is stored at the 0th position, U is stored at the 1 index, and R is stored at the second index, and G is stored at the third index. Now I want to find out which character can hold at the position 1 value, at the position 1. We have the method, that is the caret method. With the help of caret method, we can able to find out at the position which value, which character the string has. Okay, I will write the program and then we'll see. For example, this is the same scenario I am taking, and str1 dot caret is the one method. So if I mention the caret 1, then what will be the result? Exactly, u. Why? Because if I mention the 0th indication, then s will be printed. If I mention the 1, then u will be printed. If I mention the 2, r will be printed. In the string also, the values will be stored in the form of index positions only. Save the file. I am going here, compile the file, welcome, compile the file, and run the file. If you observe, u. If I mention instead of 1, if I mention 5, then what will be the output? What will be the out? 1, first index position is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will get the result, you will get the output S. Compile the file. I am going here, compile the file and run the file. Run the file. Getting the answer is 5. You should remember, caret is the method. With the help of caret method, we can able to find out the characters based on the index position. Whenever you mention the index position, then there the characters will be displayed. Got the fourth method? Anyone has any issues? These four methods: length method, concat method, and the third method is the char array method, and fourth method is the caret method. Caret method, and fifth method we have compare to method. Compare to method. So compare to method is used to comparison. If you observe here, this method is used to compare the two strings. Comparison is based on the alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. If you observe here, string 1 containing the value is the such. String 2 containing value is some value. Here we are comparing. So that's why we are mentioning the int, and these are the operations like str1 dot compare to is the method str2. Then in this case what will happen, it will compare the first alphabetical order. Normally like s value, totally a values are 24, s is the 19 and a is the 1. Whenever you are mentioning compare to, then 19 minus 1, you can get the output as 18. It will do the comparison of the alphabetical order in the first characters of the every strings. I will write the program. For example, already we have the one string. Now what I am doing, I am doing string str2 equal to, here I will pass some h. Okay, now int c equal to str1 dot compare to. If I pass the same value here, now in this case what will be the result, so compare method is used to comparison between the two alphabetical order. Normally s is the 19, s is the 19, h is the 8. So 19 minus 8, 11. Then we will get the 11 as the output. So I will save the file and I am going here welcome.java. So if I compile the file, you can get the 11. So compare to is the method. We can comparison based on the alphabetical order. We can comparison and it will give the result. S is the value of 19 and A is the 1. So 19 minus 1, you can get the value 18. You can get the 18. So compare to is the method. With the help of compare to method, we can comparison between the two strings first alphabetical order. Okay. So these are the 5 methods, and then next we have the method is the contains method. So contains method is used to contain any character will be there or not there. For example, like this is the variable. The variable is holding the search software solutions data. Now I am checking str1. The method name is the contains. Here I will mention search. Now what will be the result? So whenever I am mentioning the like this, it will check the characters will be there or not there, the string will be there or not there. If it is available, then it will tell the true. If it is not there, then it will be give the false condition, false. It will throws the false. Save the file. I am going here, compile the file, run the file. True. In the same way, I will mention some such s. I am adding s. So then same way I am going here, compile the file and run the file. If you observe, in case of search, when I mention the search, the method will give the response true. In case of if I mention the search, like this string is not having in the variables, that's why it is throwing the false value. That's why it is displaying the false. Contains method is used to check the contents, to check the strings are the string values are there or not. If it is there, then it will gives the true. If it is not there, it will gives the false. That is the that is about the contains method. Get the clarity contains method. Next method we have the index method. So index method is used to based on the index positions we can find out the values. For example, we can find out the index position. For example, I want to know like where the W, in which position, in which index position the W will be stored. I want to know. So for knowing purpose, we'll have the method that is the index of. Simply here I will mention the W. Here I will mention the W. If I mention the W, then what will be the result? Hmm? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 meaning index position of the string. Index position of the string. If you want to find out the index position of the characters, then we have the method that is the dot index of. Dot index of. I am going here, compile the file, run the file. If you observe 9, 9. So index method is used to find the index of the characters. Index of the characters. Next method is very important, toString method. ToString method is used to convert the objects into the string values. String values. So this is the simple example, but going forward we will do more programs on the string. ToString is the ToString method is used to convert the objects into the string values. To convert the objects into the string value. So in the OOPS concept, we'll discuss about the strings also. This is the normal program. Normal program meaning like we are taking the one value, storing the str reference variable, we are printing that one. We are printing the same value. It will print the same value. It will print the same value. Okay, toString is the method which is with the help of toString method, we can print the exact string values. Now the same thing here I will mention, I would say str dot. If I mention the toString method, control save, and if I go here, toString method, so we will get the same output. We'll get the same output. Like toString method is used to, it will represent the content, the whole data in the form of strings only. So regular cases we will use the toString method, and next method is the replace method. Replace method meaning we can replace the value. For example, this string contains three words. uh, so my requirement is I want to manipulate the third word, and instead of third one I want to replace with another word. Str1 dot replace is the method, and here I will mention, instead of solutions I want technologies. I want technologies. Here I will mention the technologies. Some or I will mention the or, and here also I will mention the string. The same, the reference variable I will pass here. Control S, Control S, and I am going here. Compile the file and run the file. Run the file. So we need to mention the comma. So this is the one string, comma, and I am going here. Save the file. Okay. So if you observe previous case, you can get the result search software solution. In this case, we can get the technologies. If you want to replace any word, in that case we have the method, that is the replace method. With the help of replace method, we can able to change the words or characters, anything you want to change. We have the replace method. With the help of replace method, we can able to change the characters or words. That is the ninth method. Yeah, that is the method. So total 9 methods normally we will use. I will revise one more time. The first method is the length method. With the help of length method, we can able to find out the characters. How many characters are available in the string. And the second method, concatenation. Concat method. With the help of concat method, we can combine the two characters, two values, two strings. The next one is the char array. With the help of char array method, we can convert a string into the array, char array. And fourth method, caret. Caret method is used to find out the where the caret, where the caret, where the character is present, where the character is present. Next one, fifth method is used to compare to. So it will compare the two strings alphabetical order, and then it will give the result. So in this case, s value is the alphabetical order is the 19, a is the 1. So 19 minus 1, 18. It will give the result as the 18. Next one, next method is the string contains is the method. With the help of contain method, you can able to check the characters available or not. If the characters is not available, we are still checking, then it will gives the false statement, it will gives the false result. Next we have the index of, based on the index of position, we can cross check the where the characters are present, in which based on the in which where the character is present based on the index positions. It will give the index positions. Next, two string method is used to convert the objects into the string format. String format. It will give the exact string format. Uh, we already have the Krishna is the string, but whenever we mention the two string, it will use the exact string method. It will use the exact string values. Next, we have the replace method. With the help of replace method, we can replace the words. We can replace the words. We can replace the characters also. We can replace the word. We can replace the characters also. We can replace the characters also. Okay. So whatever these methods we can use in the both cases, like string buffer, string builder also. The methods are same, but the difference is string buffer is the mutable and thread safe, and string builder is the mutable and unthread safe. Mutable means like thread safe means only one person can able to access. Next thing, like builder meaning multiple peoples can access. Only the difference is that one. The methods you can use both cases also. Both cases also. So that's all about I would say string, string buffer and string builder. String buffer and string builder. Now if you observe here the string, what does it mean by string? String, this is the array. This is the reference variable name. So instead of args, you can take any one. For example, if I take here meaning, what does it mean? Whatever the like statements we are giving, the main method will be taking will be take in the form of strings only. Strings only. Got the clarity? Whatever the methods, whatever the statements we have written, the main method will be taken in the form strings only. Args is the reference variable. Instead of args, we can take any one. In my case, I am taking the R, save the file. I am going the file. If I mention like this here, what is it is showing, or string, or okay, we're already taking here. Okay, here I will take some another variable, that is e. Control S, I'm going here, compile the file. If you observe, the file has successfully compiled. So args is the reference variable. Args meaning values. Reference variable, we can take anyone. So instead of args, I am taking the e. So I am meaning the statements will be stored. The JVM will like take stored in the form of strings only. Strings only. It will store everything in the array format. Array format. If you take like 100 lines, it will stored in the form of array only. The main method will be understand. This is the array. This is the array. Array string is the data type. The JVM will everything will be stored array format. Array format only. Okay. E is the string variable. E is the string variable. E is the string variable, and in the interview perspective, they will ask one more question, that is, what is the difference between parameters and arguments? Parameters and arguments. What does it mean by parameters? What is the difference between parameters and arguments? What is the difference between parameters and arguments? Anyone have any idea? Parameters and arguments. What is the difference between parameters and arguments? Any idea? Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, okay. So, like the difference is, parameters are the values which will give input to the methods. Which will give input to the methods. Parameters are the values which will give input to the methods. Arguments are also values which will give input to the main method. Which will give input to the main method. Which will give input to the main method. Normally, input meaning like this is the program. This is the program. I will show you. This is the program. Here I have taken two lines, like string one and search software solutions. So here everything will be stored in the form of array only. Array meaning every line will be stored in the form based on the index positions. Based on the index positions. Like for example, we have the set of lines. Like every line will be stored based on the index positions only. Based on the index positions only. Now, yeah, based on the index positions. Now I want to find out the index positions. How will you find out? I will show you the program. So string, the everything will be stored in the form of index positions. Str equal to, if I mention E, if I write like this, it is valid or invalid? If I write like this, it is valid or invalid? Hmm? If I write like this, if I write like, hmm? If I write like this, it is valid or invalid? What does it mean by E? Huh? E is the reference variable. E0 meaning, E0 meaning 0 is the index position. 0 is the index position. I will mention here instead of E, A, I will mention A meaning A is the index position. I would say A is the reference variable name. 0 is the index position. Index position. Okay. The same way, I will take the string S2 and A. I will take the one value. I will take the one value. I will take the one value. These two are the strings. Now, what I am doing, A is the like A0 meaning whatever the value you are taking, the value will be stored in the index position 0. Whatever the value we are taking, the value will be stored in the form of 1th position. Now my requirement is, I am asking the question, write a Java program, write a Java program, Java program to perform addition, addition of two numbers using arguments, using arguments, using command arguments. This is the question. Write a Java program to perform addition of two numbers using command arguments. Using command arguments. For this program, normally how will you write? Normally you can write like this, like int. This is the main method. So the everything, the main method I am not writing. A equal to 10 and int b equal to 20 and int some c value equal to a plus b, and instead of stop you can call the c2 here. This is the normal program while writing like two values addition. Now the same question I am asking with the help of command prompt, with the help of command prompt, with the help of command arguments. Write a Java program to perform the addition of two numbers using the arguments. Using the arguments. So you think and tell me what does it mean by command arguments, and so how will you do the addition operation? You think and tell me. Anyone? Anyone have any idea? Any idea? Any idea? Like write a Java program to perform the addition of two numbers using the command arguments. Idea? Hmm. Hmm. At the time of it. Hmm. Hmm. We can perform many operations. So same question I am writing the program. This is the index positions like A0, A1. So this is the string values. This is the string values. But with the help of command prompt, I am giving the like integer values. In this case, here we should convert string values to I would say integer values to strings. I will mention int x equal to integer dot I would say string, yeah, percent. Here I will mention the s1 and the same thing, control c, control v, int y equal to integer dot percent s2, and here I will mention x plus x plus y, x plus y, x plus y. Now I am going here command prompt. I am compile the file. So the file has compiled, and here you can give the values. Java C, I am giving 10 comma 20. If I run this one, Java welcome dot no, yeah, Java, and we can give welcome 20 comma 20. So we can observe here I am giving the arguments in the command prompt 1020 1020 in the form of integers. So everything in the main method, it will be everything will be stored in the string format. A is the reference variable. Instead of args, you can take any reference variable. We are mentioning array, meaning everything will be stored in the form of array only. Everything we can store in the form of array only. Now what we are doing, a of 0 meaning the value we can store at the 0th index position. The value we can store at the first index position. Now, so like we have the I would say this is the string s1 and s2 is the string. Like our requirement is we need to do the operation. Which operation? Addition operation. We can able to do the operation in the integers only. So that's why we are taking the integer dot parsing, and we are converting the string into the integers. We are converting string into the integers, and the same we are converting string into the integers. Parsing is the method. With the help of parsing, we can convert the string into the integer. Okay. Next, we are I would say at the runtime we will give the values like 10 and 20. Then at the it will give the result. This is also very important. We are giving the arguments in the command prompt. Command prompt is the default one. With the help of command prompt, we are giving the values. Or we are doing the addition operation. This is also very important topic. Anyone have any questions? This one, arguments. Think and ask me. Generally, main method will be stored everything in the form of array format only. Array format data type is the string. Normally array will be stored based on the index positions. The values will be stored in the based on the index positions. Now I want to store the value at the index position 0, at the value index position 1. It is storing in the form of string. Now I want to perform the addition operation. Addition operation in the command like command lines, I want to take the numbers. So I am converting string to one data type to another data type. We have the like parsing method. We can convert string to integer, integer dot parsing, and y is the we are converting like integer dot like converting the string to integer values. Okay, after compiling at the runtime, I am passing the values. Java welcome 1020. Then I am doing the operation. First, I will compile the file Java C and welcome dot Java. The file has compiled. So we have the command. Yeah, welcome spelling though. So this is like this. At the runtime, we can pass the values also. These are the arguments. These are the arguments. With the help of command prompt, we can pass the values. Then the kind of values you can tell like it is the arguments. Arguments. So get the clarity about the arguments. This is the command arguments. Command arguments. With the help of command arguments, we can able to do the operation also. So the same example, this also I will give the one task. Total we discussed 9 methods. So 9 methods I will give the 9 assignments, and this is the one. So total 10 assignments I will give the 10 assignments. Total 10 assignments. After that, so coming days, next day, sometime we'll discuss about the IDs. Till now we are discussing about the notepad. Whatever the programs we did till now, the programs, everything we written in the notepad only. Notepad only. Notepad or notepad plus plus. Notepad plus plus. I have written the programs. Why? Because we written like where we got the error, so we can easily find out. Not easily find out. So this is the basic structure. In the beginning stage, we should practice with Notepad or Notepad plus plus. After like in this, with the help of Notepad, we can cover the basic concepts like conditional statements, variables concept. Types of variables we not covered like in the Notepad and Notepad plus plus, we cover the variables and introduction, everything, the like the stories, the beginning stories we have completed. In the programmatically we have completed variables, data types, conditional statements, conditional statements and operators, operators, looping statements, looping statements and arrays, arrays and strings, strings and command arguments, command arguments. So these concepts we did cover with the help of Notepad only, with the help of Notepad only, with the help of Notepad only. Okay, so once again I will extend. So these concepts we are covered with the Notepad only. Mm. From these concepts we have covered with the notepad only, but we have the in the real time scenarios, in the every project wherever you go, like every project can be developed with the help of IDs only. IDE meaning integrated development environment. Integrated development environment. Development environment. What does it mean by IDE, and why we the most like all of them are using the IDE? We'll see few points about the IDEs. Development integrated environment. Environment. The first point we can discuss: IDs are too intelligent. IDs are too intelligent compared to not comparison. IDs are too intelligent. Intelligent meaning it will give the suggestions. IDs are too intelligent. IDs are IDs are intelligent. IDs are intelligent. Intelligence meaning while writing the program, they will give the suggestions. They will give the suggestions. With the help of suggestions, you can easily build the web project. You can easily develop the project. You can write the easily programs. Why? Because it is already giving suggestions to us. With the help of those suggestions, you can able to easily create the programs. You can easily create the programs. That is the first point you can you can keep in mind. In the Eclipse, in the we have the IDs, multiple IDs. The IDs also I will tell. The shortcuts, every ID will have the shortcuts. The shortcuts also I will explain. And the first point you should keep in mind: IDs are too intelligent, meaning IDs will give the suggestions. IDs will give the suggestions. Now the second point you should keep in mind: at the time of data types, at the time of conditional statements, at the time of operators, at the time of looping statements, at the time of arrays, and at the time wherever whatever the programs you write in the notepad, every time you did compilation. You did compilation. After the compilation, you did run the program. You did run the program. So every program you did two operations. One is the compilation, second one is the run. Run. The same. Like in case of IDs, in case of IDs, no need to compile the file individually. Individually, the IDs will compile automatically. Whenever you click, so compared to this one, this will compile very easily. This will be compiled very easily. So the IDs will compile the files easily. The IDs will compile the files easily. The second point, with the help of IDs, we can test the code. We can test the code. Test the code means debugging. 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 But this debugging is impossible in the notepad. This debugging is impossible in the notepad. If you want to, debugging means you can check the execution of statements. You can check the execution of program step by step. If you want to check your code, if you want to test your code, so IDs are mandatory. It is impossible with the help of notepad. Debugging, you can do the debugging. You can do the debugging in the IDs only. In the IDs only. The first advantage is IDs are giving the suggestions. The second one is the compilation. The IDs will compile the files automatically. That is the second advantage. The third advantage is test. The IDs, with the help of IDs, we can test our code. We can test our code. Fourth one is deployment. Deploy the code. These are the normal files. The project, like the program, the project concept, like set of classes. If you want to deploy our project into the server, we'll have the deployment. With the help of IDs, we can able to deploy the project easily in the AIM server as well, not AIM, in the any server you can able to deploy the project. You can deploy this project. So these are the points, before, from going forward, from notepad to IDs. You should keep in mind the first point is the IDs are too intelligence, meaning they will give the suggestions, and they will, with the help of IDs you can easily compile the files, and you can easily test our code with the help of debugging. So debugging option will support the IDs. With the help of debugging we can easily able to find out the code, and we can deploy the our code. We can deploy the our code. So these are the few IDs. Going forward to IDs, we should remember. And the next thing, what are the IDs we have? What are the IDs we have? So the normal IDs, I would say, in the website itself we'll have the one edit config option there. If I open the edit config, one website will be there, editor config. If I open this one, yeah, you can, if you scroll down, you can, if you scroll down, if you scroll down, once again, I'll take the pen. If you scroll down, so these are the editors we have on the market: Code Crusher, Code Crusader, Code Light, Git T, Git, Git Bucket, Rider, PHP Storm. These are the editors. Eclipse and Visual Studio Code. So these are the editors we have in the market. So among those, which IDs we will use? For the backend purpose, we will use the Eclipse, IntelliJ, IntelliJ. Whoever is working at the backend, the people will use these two are good for the backend purpose. These two are good for the backend purpose. I will say Eclipse and IntelliJ. Eclipse and IntelliJ, and whoever is working at the front end development, they most of them use the Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Code. Like we can with the help of Visual Studio also we can write the backend programs also, no issue. But they are convenient with the VS Code. Backend people are convenient with the these code, Eclipse and IntelliJ. Eclipse, but this is the commercial one. IntelliJ is the commercial. If you want to use, you need to purchase. In the IntelliJ, like we will have the two types also. One is the community version. If you download the community edition, then you can, like, some options you can use the free version, but this is the commercial one. If you want to use, you need to pay the amount. Eclipse is the free version. That's why most of them are using the Eclipse. So for the backend people, in the currently the companies, most of them are using Eclipse or IntelliJ. IntelliJ also very important. This is the trending one also. Eclipse also, like most of them already using. For the front end people, they are using the Visual Studio. Visual Studio. I guess, I hope you get some clarity about the IDs. Why the IDs are using? Is there any purpose with the IDs? Vamsi? Why IDs are using the people? Huh? Debugging. Hmm? You can say loud, man. Mute. like whoever is working in the IT industries, most of them are using these IDs only. Most of them are using these IDs only. In the editor config website, if you go open that website, you can find out the all the IDs. You can find out the all the IDs. So among those IDs, we are using the some IDs like Eclipse and IntelliJ. The main purpose of ID is IDs have the intelligence. Intelligence meaning they will give the suggestions. They will give the suggestions. So if they it will give the suggestions, we can easily write the programs. It will reduce the time to develop the projects. With the less time you can able to develop the project. You can with the less time you can develop the project. With the help of IDs, you can easily compile the files, and we can easily debug the files, and we can deploy the files. You can deploy the files. So these are the 4 points you should remember in case of IDs. In case of IDs, and in the for the backend people, most of them are using Eclipse, IntelliJ. IntelliJ is the commercial one. If you want to use the IntelliJ, you need to pay the amount. We have the community edition also. It will be give the some options only. Some options only it will provide. For the front end people, they will with the help of Visual Studio. With the help of Visual Studio, they will write the programs. They will write the programs. So the next topic we will discuss about the OOPS. OOPS meaning object oriented programming system. Programming system. And before the OOPS concept, we have the POP language. POP meaning procedure oriented programming. Procedure oriented programming. In the procedure oriented programming, there like we have the C, C++, Ruby, such kind of languages we have. Those are outdated. Why? Because while writing the POP languages, we will use the functions. Functions. With the help of functions concept, they will write the programs and all. They will write the programs. That is not code reusability. If you want to write one more program, we need to again write the functions. They have some lot of uh, the functions are not reusable. That also that is the procedure oriented, and there no security. In the POP language, there is no security. There is no security. So that's why OOPS concept comes into the picture. OOPS concept comes into the picture. OOPS meaning objected oriented programming system. Objected oriented programming system. In the OOPS concept, we will discuss first variables. Variables meaning and all already we discussed. We discussed the types of variables. Types of variables. We have the three types of variables: instance variables, static variables, local variables. Instance, static, and local. After the variables, we will discuss about the methods. Methods. Methods also very important concept in the every time in the real time. The OOPS. These are the before going to start the OOPS concept, we will discuss about the methods. Methods play very crucial role in the OOPS concept. Methods. In the methods, we will discuss about the static methods, non-static methods. Static and non-static methods. Next, after this, we will discuss about the constructors. Constructors are used to initialize the instance variables. Initialize the instance variables. So one by one, we will get the clarity. Now I will give the overall scenario demo. Initialize the variables. Initialize the instance variables. Next, so with the help of OOPS concept, you can OOPS have the some principles. What are the principles? I will tell the principles. OOPS follows the some principles. OOPS follows the principle. The first principle is mm, OOPS have the some principles. Java supports the OOP language. The first principle is encapsulation. Encapsulation. Encapsulation definition. Encapsulation is used to combine variables and methods as a single unit. Mm. Combined variables and methods. Combined variables and methods as a single unit. Single unit. In best example for the encapsulation is Java classes. Java classes. Till now we are writing the programs based on this, like data types, conditional statements, whatever we are writing the example, whatever we are writing the every file, best example for the encapsulation. Why? Because every file we are using the variables, we are writing the methods. Like the best example is the Java class. Encapsulation is nothing but combination of combining variables and methods as a single unit. Single unit. Single unit. The next one we will discuss about the inheritance. Inheritance. Inheritance meaning extending the properties from one class to another class. Extending the properties from one class to another class. One class to another class. Here we have the like multiple types, like single inheritance and hierarchical inheritance, multi-level inheritance. So those concepts will cover at the time of inheritance. So with the help of inheritance concepts, so code reusability. The main purpose of inheritance is the code reusability. Code reusability. We can write anywhere. We can write the program. We can run anywhere. Code reusability. And the next one we'll discuss about the polymorphism. Polymorphism. Polymorphism meaning objects exhibits the multiple behaviors. Objects means every real-time entity you can call like it as the objects only. Objects exhibits multiple behaviors based on the situations. Multiple behaviors based on the situations. Based on the situations. Based on the situations. In the polymorphism, again we'll have the two types: compile time and runtime. So there, at the time we will discuss deeply, and the next we have the abstraction. Abstraction meaning providing the necessary details, providing the necessary data, hiding the unnecessary data, providing only necessary data, hiding the unnecessary data. Hiding unnecessary data. These are the four very important principles who support these four principles. Wherever you go, like if you go the JavaScript, these principles will be there. If you understand the like I would say the principles in Java, you can easily understand in the JavaScript also. JavaScript also object oriented language only. In the OOPS concept, these are the four principles you should understand. These are the very important principles. If you these are the very important, if you get the clarity after, like if you successfully complete with the OOPS concept, then you complete, like you should get the 60% knowledge on the core Java. OOPS concept is the very important thing. In the OOPS concept, we will have the types of variables, methods, constructors, principles. These are the OOPS principles: encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, and abstractions. These are the OOPS principles. Which language is supports for the OOPS principles? That is the object oriented language. Object oriented language. So now the thing, I will share the 10 assignments. Based on the methods, I will share the 10 assignments. 10th assignment is using the command argument. Command argument. Total 10 assignment I will share. And so this is the introduction for IDs. Before start the OOPS concept, you guys will download the IDs also. In the OOPS concept, we'll start doing programming on the IDs. Programming on the IDs. So that's it today. So I will share the class, class related notes and assignments in the groups as well. Please go through it, do the assignments and share in the groups. I will stop the live.